I'm not gonna show y'all too much. It's a bit creepy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hey y'all, we're going to get our nails done. Days with me, y'all, and I will see you when we reach our first destination. Nails. Yup. 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 Who did you say it was looking like?
It just reminded me of Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Shout out to Nezuko. So, you guys see that? That little space there. We're gonna part her some more. Yo, come on. What if I'm struggling to take this out just to want to put it back in? We're gonna try with these. And if this doesn't work, I'm not sure what else to do. Okay. Significant difference. Let's see. She looks like. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay. Hopefully she doesn't fall out, because it does feel like the gauge that I got is a bit smaller than the gauge that was for this hoop. So you see, it's quite small compared to the gauge of the hoop. I didn't even make it to chapter 8. I'm at the beginning of chapter 7. This is day 2 of trying to finish this book. Let's try to get to chapter 11. No, chapter 11, the end of this book, please. Thank you. So, from what I'm reading here, it's like Asugara takes control of Ada's body without Ada knowing, and so like it's almost like, you know, Split?
Yep.
How like one personality takes over, and so like the real person, I don't know if that's the right term, but like the original, she was traumatized. Asugara was created. Asugara takes over so that Ada doesn't have to go through trauma no more. And Asugara takes advantage of this and sleeps with Itohan. So, the first few times with Itohan's brother, I thought she's been sleeping with Itohan. Who is Itohan? The first few times with Itohan's brother, he didn't wear a condom. When Ada brought it up, he was reluctant. He he didn't want to go and buy them. Why on earth not? Ada asked. He looked uncomfortable. If I buy them, then it's like I know I'm going to sin. Like I'm planning to go and have sex. Whoa! Another excerpt on the, this is just one chapter! Honestly speaking, I didn't care about the condoms. But then again, it wasn't my body. I should have cared though, at least for Ada's sake. What I cared about was that he felt good. Or maybe not good, but he made me feel full. He was thick and he stretched deep inside Ada against the oath's velveteen, pushing her body open in a way that seemed to say with confidence, "You are alive and you have not died." The next sentence. Ada went with him to Planned Parenthood twice to get the morning after pill even after he bought the condoms? Why? We're still in chapter 7. She was talking to another guy throughout the summer. And so they were kissing in her dorm room. And she drifted, Asugara drifted her hand down between his legs and recoiled. At the thinness of his, and legitimately said, "I can't work with that." And the next summer when they went back to Georgia, Asugara's like, "I set my sights on Itohan's older brother. Ada never forgave me for what I did to him." Can this spirit not rest? Like, you're gonna break up with the younger brother because this is the third youngest son or something like that? And she's like, "Yeah, I'm breaking up with him." Just to the next summer, so I guess what? 9 months later? Go back to Georgia again to be in that house again, but with a different brother. Not even saying I have a girlfriend. I've cheated on her before with other girls. He is cheating on his girlfriend with Ada. And then Ada's like, "I don't need that nonsense. Next time you're in a mood like that, just don't me at all." And then he looked at her serious into her eyes. He's like, "What you and I have, it's more than that. I'm basically in a relationship with you." Who are you kidding?
When the lights go down, we chase up. We forget our thoughts. We don't know our senses. Okay.
What? I'll just have it there in case.
The world stops and the show starts. Our escape begins.
What I think saved me from falling asleep was the M&Ms. Because I didn't mix them in the popcorn. I just ate the popcorn, and I said, you know what? Let me eat the M&Ms by myself when I feel like I'm about to crash and sleep. And the sugar left me salivating for water and awake to watch the movie.
It is currently midnight. We are
Midnight is an
night
understatement.
owls. Huh?
Then it's an understatement.
Okay, it's literally like
15 minutes
15
to 1.
minutes to 1. We are officially night owls. I want to go to my bed so bad. I was awake for a good majority of the movie and enjoyed it. She was awake for the entire movie and enjoyed it.
I was.
And we just accomplished something on our bucket list because we didn't know was
It
going
was
to
in
be.
Japanese!
Yeah.
I read, and I'm a slow reader. And not only did I read, I understood the movie.
So there was one part. I mean, by the time this comes out, if you haven't seen the movie, respectfully, you don't care enough for me to give spoilers right now. But like in the beginning of the movie, when they go to like they move away from Tokyo, I
Yes.
read that this is 3 years later. I read that,
Yeah.
but I didn't process it.
Because
So
the
then-
kid did not change physically at all.
That too. So then when they said that like that's his aunt that looks exactly like his mother.
Bruh.
And his dad is expecting a kid with her. All of that, I was like, excuse me, this is 3 months after the mom died?
You're telling
That's
me
disgusting.
you lose your wife, you go to the sister? I'm going to assume that in Japanese culture, this is normal.
Like, it was probably a thing of like, oh, like, not even some keep it in the family, but it's like, your
Like
wife
if-
died, so you still want to care for the family, the sister needed your help.
Like
It could
if-
also
if
be
this-
like,
I'm assuming that if your spouse passes away
yeah,
and a sibling is available, that's what you do.
maybe that's what it is. Or maybe like both of them had a spouse pass away and we just didn't get that context from her point of view. And that kid
But
is
they had-
technically not his. You know what I mean?
I think it was.
Yeah. He seems like the
they
type.
insinuated sex.
He seems like the type.
Especially when they came home and they smooched. I said I've never watched an anime like this.
Well, I mean, we didn't see them smooch, but we
they
just
insinuated
Yeah. They were a little
Sure.
too close in that clip. How much would you rate your experience out of 10?
So I'm still gonna give this like a 7. Compared to other Studio Ghibli stories, I don't think this was the greatest, but I think it was a solid like mid Studio Ghibli movie. Why was the heron trying to be an op when he was supposed to be a guide?
Thank you.
Why the fuck was the heron acting a fool? Like even the fucking guy was like the grand uncle or whatever the fuck was like, you're supposed to guide him.
Yeah.
And even after he was told that, he still tried to be an op.
It was a roller coaster, but it was a fun one, guys. Will it agree?
Oh.
So there's a high probability you couldn't even hear any of what we just said.